All right, so defensive rookie of the year is another good group, though. This is another one that, yeah, this could go a couple ways, but Will Anderson Jr., Jalen Carter, Joey Porter Jr., Kobe Turner, and Devin Witherspoon. Witherspoon. Honestly, when I remember my pick now, and I remember why. Because as much as people will talk about Joey Porter Jr. and Devin Witherspoon, Kobe Turner had more interceptions? Did you guys know that? I had to look. I looked that up and I found that out, and
I
I was very
didn't.
impressed by that. Just because it's such a it's tough to play corner because let's be honest, most times you're left out there on an island on your own, right? You usually get one-on-one matchups on the outside a lot. You'll get safety help over the top at times, or the safety will forget to come and help you, and you're just on your own, right? You're on an island as a cornerback. But you
Hmm.
know, speaking of the Rams, which in case nobody, Kobe Turner is a corner for the Rams. Sorry, Kobe Turner's defensive tackle for the Rams. I'm sorry, I was talking about. I got mixed up him with Joey Porter Jr. I so apologize for that. Porter plays with the Steelers, obviously. Nick is not taking his medication, obviously, and I'm losing my thoughts here. Too busy laughing about Anthony doing a haka and Tina having, you know, the flames on the side of her face that for all the men with their tight shirts. So Kobe Turner, though, if you think about it, the Rams defense was actually looked better than it has in a few years. Personally, that was my thing. And it's all right. What I meant to, I'm telling you, I am so sorry because I'm just thrown by everything that's happened tonight. It's been so hilarious, and I'm having too much fun, and I'm trying to get my thoughts together, and I just can't because Handy keeps making faces down in the corner. I don't know if people are realizing this. Handy
I'm
still is
trying
doing
not
his little
to.
thing down there, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say here, and I just it's over. Anyways, long story short, okay. Let's get back to defensive rookie of the year. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Sean will probably use that for something else, too. But Will Anderson Jr. obviously had a very good year for Houston. We all know that. Jalen Carter was a guy, obviously, the Bears we passed on to take Darnell Wright. Made the trade there with Philadelphia so they could take Jalen Carter. And you know what? Um, none of what they said about Carter kind of came true, right? Everybody's like, the past things that happened in college, a lot of people weren't high on him. But the guy kept his head down and just played football. So, you know what? Congrats to Jalen Carter on that. He was able to get past the noise and do all that. I honestly don't know who to pick for this category. I think it's really close. I'll be honest. Like I said, I had taken Kobe Turner with, I believe, on the NFL edition. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to go to either. I'm going to say Jalen Carter, just for the fact of, like I said, I feel like, whether you think he was helped in Philadelphia or not, the kid as a rookie just had a really good year. Like I said, he kept his head down, just played football. The distractions didn't get to him. I'm going to go with Jalen Carter here. Delilah, let's move on to you before I trip over more words.
Um, Sorry. I think that I agree. I like when the young guys are given a second chance to come into the NFL and like prove that hey, they're young but they're serious. And so I do agree that Jalen Carter proved that he can get it done. But I still think that they're going to give it to Will Anderson just by production. That's all. So I think that's who's
Yeah,
going to get defensive rookie.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. Tina, how about you? Defensive rookie of the year?
Will Anderson. I mean, that defense for the Texans, they came to play, and Will Anderson, as a rookie, stepped up
Yeah.
and played balls out. I will also be honest, other than the first, I have no idea who the other two are.
Okay.
So for me, and now that I'm sitting here, I'm like doing some research and looking through. It's like, oh, okay, that's who he is, and that's who that
Yeah.
is. So, but yeah,
And I
I
apologize. Yeah. That's what I was. That's
it's
what I
no,
confused
it's
with Devin Withers. I convinced Devin Witherspoon with Kobe Turner. Witherspoon plays corner in Seattle, and so yeah, that's what I was. Never mind. Go ahead.
and yeah, then I mean, yeah, they all played lights out. But again, as we keep talking throughout this whole thing, there's someone on all of these from the Texans on almost every single category. And
Yeah.
that just
True.
shows
Very
you
true.
what they really did. Now, I do also think they had a little bit of help of being from the AFC South. Not gonna lie about that either. So, but I think Will Anderson definitely probably I think deserves rookie of the year. Though I do like
Okay.
Joey
Fair enough.
Porter too. So
Yep. Fair enough. All right, Mister Hindi.
Um, Looking at this list, I like Tina are like, okay, 1, 2, yep, yeah, okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna have to go with Will Anderson. Joey Porter Jr. had an excellent season. I think he was a great addition. Will Jalen Carter, having watched him play for his entire career in college ball, I was looking forward to seeing more from him just because of the chemistry that he had, because there was so many players from that same squad together, and I was expecting him to Hulk smash. He did have some moments of brilliance, but he did not give me what I was used to seeing, and maybe it was because I think not Monken. What's your boy's name that went to coach at Oregon? Dan Lanning, the defensive
Oh, Dan
coordinator,
Lanning.
gave them a lot of ability to freelance out there if they saw things, because those kids were very football smart and playing in the pros. You got a DC that's getting paid a ton of money, and you kind of got to go with that. Unless they give you, I mean, you kind of got that's something you kind of got to earn in the league. College is a little different animal. Will Anderson Jr. 100%. I just want to know. It's supposedly I was reading a story about Devin Witherspoon, and his mom made him a special little thing, a charm to go around his necklace for memories, like when he would have Cheerios for cereal in the morning. And I was just kind of curious: did he play better on the field with her spoon or without her spoon? That's all I want to know.
Oh,
But
wow. Oh, man. Well,
What I
alrighty
say?
then.
Did I say
Uh,
something wrong?
no, not at all,
Okay.
sir.
All right.
Oh.
I'll see myself out. Thanks. Try the veal. It's delicious.
That's right. Oh man, I love it. All right, well there you go. That's defensive rookie of the year.